What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big RENZO back with another live. Day 18? I think I'm day 18, man. And this is part 2 of yesterday of losing power in the apartment building. So I'm gonna feed these fish real quick, then we'll get into it. Hope everybody enjoying their morning so far, or wherever you watching, or whenever you watching. Hope you enjoying your day. Period. So this morning I thought I'd throw on my Kobe jersey. You know, just because. Threw on the Kobe. Big Tank Hank, what's up, homeboy? Throw on the Kobe jersey real quick. Just because. But yeah. Jay's Bedroom, what's good? Thank you guys for showing up. Yeah, so what's so funny is I didn't know it until last night, actually, that my wife been hopping in my lives here and there. She been watching them on the replay too. It was kind of funny because she support what I do, obviously, but she hasn't. She works a lot, so she haven't really had a chance to really sit down and watch a lot of videos that I've made in the past or what I've been doing recently. So she was talking to me last night. She said, "You seem real comfortable in front of the camera." I'm like, I mean, it's not really me being comfortable. It's just I'm just talking. She was like, I could never do that. She was like, that's crazy. Even though we do a podcast, she said you're talking into a microphone. You're not being recorded. You're just talking into a microphone. I said, oh, we're gonna be recording ourselves real soon. She started freaking out. She was like, I think this is really cool what you're doing. So that right there meant a lot, for the wife to say that to your boy. But like I said, I just want to throw that out there, share that with y'all. But yeah, she enjoyed what's going on. Lori, what's good? Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and get right into it. We ain't gonna keep y'all waiting too long. Get right up in that thing. So yeah, what I left off was my dad was trying to figure out what he can do about electricity for his fish, so they can have their pumps and their heaters and everything that they needed. So he was trying to figure some things out. He didn't know what to do, so he did it. What's going on? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, so he's trying to figure it out. So what he ended up doing is, it's pretty funny actually. Directly across the street from us was this family that lived over there, and I used to play with the younger kid. I used to play with him or whatever. And we all had those neighbors where we be like, oh, hey, neighbor, but you never go past that. It's just, hey, neighbor, and that's it. You don't really know their names and none of that. I know we all have had neighbors like that. I know I'm not the only one. So my little friend name was Jaime. His name was Jaime. And, he he was my friend. We kicked it, whatever. So my dad went across the street to ask, looking for Jaime's, dad or whatever. He was like, hey, I'm looking for the dad of Jaime, like trying to ask him whatever. So it was an older man. He was like, oh, I'm Jaime. He was like, well, are you the son? Are you the dad of the little Jaime? He's like, yeah, hold on. So he leaves and come back, and it's a younger Jaime. So my dad was like, well, no, are you the dad of the little Jaime? He's like, oh yeah, hold on. He brings another Jaime. So basically what I'm trying to get into is that the little boy Jaime was like same age as me. I want to say like 7 or 8. Then there was like another Jaime that was the daddy of that little Jaime. Then there was the daddy of the other Jaime, and then it was the granddaddy of the other Jaime. It was a whole lot of Jaimes that lived there. It was hilarious. I remember him telling my mom it was so hilarious. But anyway, he found out who was the right Jaime. Got the had a what's it called, extension cord. But the ones that had them little It's on a big roller thing, and it kind of cranks like this. He had a real big. My dad was a mechanic too, so he had a real big, long cord. So he ran that cord across the street to Jaime and them house, so he could power up his tanks or whatever. Which was funny in the mug. He powered up his tanks with the cord across the street. So he told Jaime, he's like, look, man, you can call me when you need to call me. He's like, he said the apartments will be ready in a month. He was like, of course I'll help you out with your bill, whatever the case may be. 3 days go by. Mind you, the cord is running across the street. So we didn't live on a busy street, but it was a regular residential street. So Jaime ended up calling my dad like almost a week later, like, hey, the police said you can't have a cord running from one house to another house. Like I gotta unplug it. I'm sorry, but that's what they told me. So my dad back freaking out again. He's like, oh my God, we going through this again. Whatever. So my dad's tripping out again. So anyway, of course he got to go back. I go with him. He got to put the cord back or whatever back to where it was at. He's like trying to figure it out. Like, dang, what should I do now? What should I do now? It was like a fourplex, like 4 apartments right next door. And so he was asking around, like, hey, you mind if I do this? Not mind if I do that? They're like, oh, hell no. What? No, and no. Everybody was like, no. So my dad was like, oh, my God. So he's trying to figure this thing out. He didn't know what to do. He's still trying to figure it out. So what my dad ended up doing, I'm with him, mind you. My dad always brought me along. I was always with him when he was doing craziness. He's like looking around people's like apartments. See, he looking around. The apartment on the other side of us had like a back area, kind of like towards where the trash cans was, and there was an outlet. It was an outlet where the trash cans was. And when I seen the outlet, I'm already knowing what he's thinking. I'm like, I know this man ain't about to hook up his cord to these people's house, and he ain't asked them nothing. I know he ain't about to do that. Sure enough, I hear that thing clicking, click. Like, oh no, he ain't doing it. He pulled all the cord and hook it up to the house next to him. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. He hooks it up, do it, and do you know he kept it like that the whole entire time? We end up not being out for a whole month. It ended up being like about 3 weeks total, somewhere around there. We end up being able to go back home. And that whole entire time, this man had this cord hooked up to these apartment buildings that he never even talked to these people. Never talked to these people, but it was hooked up to their house, their apartment building. I said, when I knew then that my dad was real crazy when it came to these tanks. No, he didn't use the power for the refrigerator. Oh no, he didn't use the power for none of that. He used the power only for his fish tanks. That's what he used other people's power for. Is his fish tanks. That's when I knew. I'm like, man, this man is really, really, really crazy when it comes to these fish. But he made it through it, so it was all good. So I can't even say nothing. But that's what happened. And that was another thing that my wife was saying. She was like, you have all of these stories, and I never even knew about most of them. I'm like, because I really don't. I mean, who just pop up out of nowhere like, oh yeah, my dad had a fish tank and it broke because of an earthquake. Like, it's not like real conversation starters, so that's why you would have did the same thing. You know what? Thinking about it now, I probably would do the same thing too. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna front on that. I would do the same thing too. But yeah, so my wife didn't know about half of these stories that I've been telling y'all. And she's like, for real, those really? I'm like, yeah. And I said, none of these stories is for fake. Even like I said, even though my dad is RIP right now, but like I told her, I said, you can ask maybe my sister, because she was like she had a little knowledge of what was going on. My little brother, he was a baby, he don't know. But it's just funny, man. Like my dad really cared about them fish, and he was gonna do whatever he had to do to make sure they were straight. And I saw firsthand like how he took care of them things, man. But yeah, that's how he got his power. Across the street to the Jaimes, and then next door they was like no and hell no. So he just went to the back way and just hooked it up himself. He was like, I'll figure it out my own way. You can't tell me no if I don't ask, right? Oh my God. But it's hilarious, man. Like I say, I appreciate y'all being up in here. We coming up on 10 minutes. And like I said, it means a lot to you, boy, that y'all up in here. And I'm gonna keep these stories going. Like I said, it's day 18. I'm trying to get to 30. Not try. I'm gonna get to 30. Like I said, I got more stories, more legit, authentic stories for y'all. So just hold on, be there for your boy, and we're gonna get to this journey together. 30 videos, 30 lives. That's a big accomplishment for me, man. And I appreciate y'all being along for the journey. So I've been Big Renzo. Until next time, I'm about gone.